Hey everyone, it's Hailey, and today I'm going to be doing the plot twist challenge. So today's video is sponsored by HarperCollins in honor of the recent release of Invisible Ghost by Robin Schneider, which came out this past Tuesday, June 5th. So this book is all about Rose, and Rose's best friend is her brother. They spend all their time together. He's 15 years old, but he's forever stuck at the age of 15 because he's a ghost. The arrangement works okay for Rose. She's happy with her brother Logan and their friendship, but she also isn't given the opportunity to grow up and move on, and she's reminded of this when an old family friend, Jamie, moves back into town. His return makes her see all that she's been missing out on as he so easily rejoins their old friend groups, and she feels like she can't do that. Despite the fact that Jamie has been trying to avoid her and is just reconnecting with their old friend group of theater nerds, the two unexpectedly end up crossing paths, and Rose ends up finding herself being drawn back to that old life that she had as she sees that Jamie has some secrets of his own. So she's caught between this decision of staying with her brother in the life that she is very nostalgic for, or moving on with her life. And obviously in the romance department, things are bound to get a little weird and a little difficult when your best friend is a ghost. So this entire video was inspired by this book because this book is the boy meets girl story, but with a twist. So the whole idea of this video is that I have two jars here, actually not jars, they are mugs. But here I have my Alice mug, and then here I have my White Rabbit mug. This is the newest addition to my collection. I have a Cheshire Cat one right back here who's just hanging out. These are from the Disney store, just in case you were wondering. They are amazing. I love them. I'm going to collect them all as they come out with them. But in my Alice mug, I have plot points, and then in my White Rabbit mug, I have twists. So what I'm going to be doing is picking out a plot point and then picking out a plot twist to match that and seeing if it could work. So I'm going to be thinking about whether there is a book that already has that, or if I could write a story like that, or if I would want to read one. So I think you guys will get the hang of it a little more as we go along. I'm really excited for it. I sat in my comfy chair because I figured, why not? We're gonna play a game, so I'm gonna sit in my comfy chair that sometimes makes farting noises. But let's dive into this game. The first plot point that I have is going on a quest. Quest narratives are very, very popular, especially in YA. And then the plot twist that I have is, but they're a villain. Ooh! I feel like there are definitely stories that feature the villain character going on a quest, and that's definitely something that I would love to read. I feel like even Heartless by Marissa Meyer is kind of like that. It's not the first thing that comes to mind when I think of a quest narrative, but I do think that it could work as that. Victoria Schwab writes a lot about villains, and her narratives are kind of questy. This is definitely something that I would love to write and something that I would love to read. I think quests are the perfect opportunity to explore more of a character and delve into them, and what better character to do that for than a villain? If you can think of any other examples, I feel like there's plenty, but I'm just not thinking of any. If you can think of any more, let me know down below. So the plot point is a love triangle. Love triangle is like my least favorite trope. There are so few that it works. It's just grinds my gears. But the twist for this is, but everyone dies. That's incredible. That is a love triangle that I would like to read. I would definitely read that. Oh my god, that's hilarious. There's so many things you could do with that. Like, you could have love triangle, blah blah blah, and then they all end up like getting a disease and dying. I don't know, they all end up killing each other. Like, one kills one and then the other kills the other. You could do something stupid where like one tries to poison the other and then they accidentally poison themselves, and like everyone ends up dying. I'm so down for that. I guess that's super morbid, but it just sounds so amazing. That's honestly the love triangle that I didn't know that I wanted, but I need it now. Oh, my gears are turning for this one. How could I do that? A love triangle, but everyone dies. I'm just trying to think of ways that they could die, and it's really entertaining me, clearly. So the next plot point is the boy/girl next door. That's one that I don't mind. It depends if it's done well. And then the plot twist is, but they're a killer. I feel like these are working so so well. Like, these past two have been so perfect. This makes me think of Stephanie Perkins' most recent book, There's Someone Inside of Your House. It's not really that, like, at all, but it just makes me think of that because I picture this just kind of like cutesy, sort of corny horror story, and it's just sort of this twist on it, and I think that could definitely work because you can have like this whole relationship that you build up and you get the readers like super invested in that relationship, and then you're like, surprise, there's a dagger in my hand, or like whatever, you know. It could also be really creepy. I feel like that's something, it's definitely been done before, I think, or maybe I can just see it being done, but I think it's been done before because you could have like a sort of like stalker story, which like, woo, heebie-jeebies. So the next plot point is enemies to lovers romance. I don't mind that. I do enjoy it. I know there's some people who are like diehard fans of that, like the kind of like love to hate thing, like Warner and Juliet sort of thing. And I do enjoy it. I don't know. I'm so picky about my romance, but the plot twist for this is, but they're dead. So like, oh, how would this work? I don't think, to my knowledge, anything that I've read has done this before, but I feel like you could do that. You could do like a zombie story, but then I mean, I guess if they're zombies, they're the undead, they're not dead. But I feel like you could do like a sort of, I don't know how that would work. My mind is not wrapping around this one. I feel like it could, it's just my brain can't comprehend that. I just think of zombies and I hate zombies. So next plot point is the bad boy slash girl. That's another, I feel like, Warner sort of thing. There's a few like that, and I do enjoy that, but the next plot twist is during the apocalypse. That literally, I feel like that's not even like a surprising twist because it just seems like every like typical what you think of YA novel. Not that like PETA in the Hunger Games is a bad boy, but like I feel like 4 in Divergent is kind of to an extent a little bit of a bad boy. Those characters, not PETA so much, but I feel like they have those like bad boy vibes. The kind of like, swoon, oh my god, I wear a leather jacket. Like, oh my god, so bad. I feel like to an extent every YA character has a bad boy thing going on for them. But in dystopian novels, because dystopian, like teen dystopia has become something that's like a little bit cliche. Not that it can't be done well. It really can, but like when you think of teen novels and you don't know them, like you think of YA in general when you're not really familiar with it in all of its glory, chances are you're gonna think of like The Fault in Our Stars, The Hunger Games, Divergent, which both of those, not The Fault in Our Stars, but The Hunger Games and Divergent, they're dystopian novels. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I really like dystopia, but I feel like those two tropes kind of go hand in hand. So it definitely could work. I feel like it's been done before. Next plot point, we've got 3 left after this, and my next plot twist. Oh, struggles. There we go. So the next plot point is insta-love, which is something that I usually hate. And the plot twist is, but they're a werewolf. Jacob? Jacob, is that you? This just makes me think of Twilight, obviously, in case you didn't get that reference. My foot is asleep. Oh, ouchies. So insta-love, but they're a werewolf could definitely work, and it's definitely been done before. I mean, that just is like very typical like paranormal romance. It's not something that I think I would ever write just because I'm not really into the whole werewolf scene. What else has werewolves? Oh, the Mortal Instruments does. So the next plot point is the chosen one, which is very, very typical and definitely something that I do enjoy reading. And the twist is, but they're stuck in a time loop. I feel like this is something like straight out of Doctor Who. I don't think I've ever read anything about a character that is stuck in a time loop. I feel like that would just get really complicated. I guess I can see it working, but it would be really difficult to write. But I think that you could definitely do the chosen one, but they're stuck in a time loop. You could have them be like the one, I guess it could be sort of like Beauty and the Beast. Not that, I mean, Belle is the chosen one, but like in Beauty and the Beast, isn't the whole village stuck in a time loop? And then like she kisses him and it's like, oh yeah, now we're back to normal. That's what I got from the movie, at least. I don't know. But you could have like everyone else is also stuck in a time loop, and like she finally realizes that they're in a time loop, and therefore she's the anomaly, and she is the one who has been chosen to stop this time loop. So she could be the one to set everyone free. I don't know. That could definitely work. So the next plot point is love at first sight. I feel like this is kind of like insta-love, except it's more like Romeo and Juliet style. And then the twist for this one is until a secret identity literally ruins everything. So I actually really like this idea. I like the idea of two characters just falling madly in love instantly when they see each other for the first time. And then they find out that the person that they see for the first time is not who they think they were. So like the person that they fell in love with like doesn't exist because it's not actually them. Does that make sense? This has probably been done before. I'm so bad at coming up with examples, but I feel like there have been so many instances where you feel like you know a character and the character falls in love with them instantly, and then you find out something about them that changes your perspective on them and changes the main character's perspective on them. So like they were in love, but then they're like, who is this person? This isn't who I fell in love with. So the final plot point is a meet cute. There is actually a whole book published about meet cutes. But in case you don't know what a meet cute is, it's just like a cute meeting. And then the twist for the meet cute is, but they're secretly royalty. Secret royalty is a trope that happens often, but it's also one that every time I'm just like, yes. I don't know why I love royalty so much, but like I really do. So a meet cute, but they're secretly royalty, I think could be really fun. That's definitely happened before, but you could totally have like both characters not knowing that they're royalty. So both sides of the relationship would not know that they're royalty, or they just like wouldn't be telling each other that they're royalty, and they have this adorable meet cute, and then they're like, oh my god, like what if they don't like me anymore, because then they find out like there's all this responsibility and baggage that comes along with me because I'm a royal, but they're both royal. That would be so cute. Maybe I'll write that one day. That would be so fun. We've been interrupted by a sweet little visitor who just wants food. Bye! So that is all for the plot twist challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a ton of fun doing it. I thought it was a really fun game to play. Some of these I feel like I've seen before, but a lot of them I'm like, I feel like I could write that, or I would like to read it. But thank you very much to HarperCollins for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to go and check out Invisible Ghosts by Robin Schneider. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but you can also click that little bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post. You can also follow me on all of my social media. All of my handles will be down below for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!